Hey Lucas, what do you think about this video you made?
Dumbest idea ever.
Hey, what's up you guys, how's it going? It's me, Mario, and today is the day. We are starting out the year with a nice, big clump of pony salt. I'm out here dealing left and right. Pony salt, come and get it. A little bit of pony salt for you, and you, and you. If you like to watch and point and laugh at a grown-ass man that's complaining because his god-beloved Sony is porting games over to the PC, then you're in for a treat.
Oh my goodness.
Alright, first off, why the fuck is Chris Pratt playing Mario? And not this guy.
So, if you guys don't know already, which I'm sure many of you do, God of War, a 4-year-old game, has now launched on the PC. Something that I was vehemently against, alright? Vehemently against.
I don't think the people at Sony give a shit what you're vehemently against. Like, do you think they just sit at a meeting room and they're like, hey guys, whatever's on the table for the next big idea, we've got to make sure that the amazing Lucas isn't vehemently against it.
And I'm thinking to myself,
I doubt you do much thinking.
how did this happen? Whose bright numbskull idea was it to release Game of the Year exclusive IP to the PC? Whose bright idea was this? And I'm thinking, I finally come across this IGN article, which Cory Barlog, all right? And don't get me started with Cory Barlog. Somehow, this mofo happens to have a child, and he just becomes all retarded and has...
Gotta love this comedy gold. I mean, you're really getting your time's worth for clicking on this video. Not only does he give us some amazing Jim Carrey level comedy, but I mean, he also delivers some sweet quality production. I mean, just look at that high quality black and white filter.
A freaking Kratos has a child. Then the process of him having the child, we don't play that. We don't play anything as far as him, Kratos, actually find a woman to marry and reproduce with, okay? We don't play any of that. We play him with this bastard child or whoever this child is. We don't even know the child is ours, okay? We don't even know. We haven't had a DNA test. We won't even get into that, okay? We won't get into how Cory completely screwed up the game, all right? On many levels. But nevertheless, we come to find out.
What the fuck is the problem? Listen, I don't know much about this guy. I don't know if he's always hated God of War, and I don't want to waste my time looking through his fucking channel to see if that's true. But just in case it isn't. Why is that such a big problem now? Why is God of War suddenly such a bad game now that it's on PC? Sounds to me like you just want to throw in a little bit of something in there to tag along next to the hey, PC bad boys, God of War on PC dumb.
That Sony Studios, many Sony Studios, were the one to advocate for this happening, all right? They were advocating for, yeah, this is a great idea to release this IP for the PC. Mind-numbing how stupid the people at these studios are.
Mind-numbingly stupid how fucking long it took them to do this. On one side, you could say, sure, holding out this long made them get a big jump in revenue for when they finally launched on PC. But on the other side, it's like, well, whoever's gonna buy it is gonna buy it wherever they want to buy it. What fucking difference does it make?
Completely mind-numbing how dumb they are and how genius they can be at making games and implementing it in the Unreal Engine. Okay, it's crazy, the juxtaposition. Well, to be fair, maybe not crazy, because most artists, when it comes to business sense, when it comes to business acumen, freaking brain dead, okay?
What is he, fucking retarded? Does this fucker think that the game devs, the ones that are sitting in the fucking cramped cubicles, doing 3D modeling and 3D animations and set designs for the game and all this fucking shit, does he think they're the people that do these big business decisions or something? That makes sense. That's why the devs are always overworked and have big crunch time and underpaid. Of course. They're both the artist and the businessman when it comes to this shit.
They can draw a pity picture and animate when it comes to, hey, what do you think about this business idea? Freaking just squirrels, okay? Squirrels. They're as dumb as squirrels. I don't know what to tell you. All I constantly hear is,
Lucas, it's accessible for everyone. Lucas, what's wrong with making a game accessible, Lucas?
I'm sorry you had to see that. I'm fucking sorry, dude. It just, some people, you know.
And I'm thinking to myself, what are you talking about?
That's exactly what I'm thinking.
What are you talking about? First off, let's pause. All this energy about accessibility and blah, 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 blah. I don't play consoles. I don't buy consoles. I only buy PC.
You know, I don't get what would possess a grown-ass man with a beard. Nice beard, by the way. That's a nice beard, you know, 10 out of 10, sure. Well, 10 out of 10, a little too generous, but 8 out of 10. I'll give you an 8 out of 10. 8.5 maybe, you know, on a good day, good beard. Hashtag good beard, guys. Let them know. Hashtag good beard. But I just don't know what would possess a grown-ass man with a pretty nice beard to not only have a stupid-ass fucking take when it comes to this shit, but on top of that, have one of his shticks to be so stupidly fucking annoying with the voices, man. Like there's no way you actually think that's effective or funny or even slightly entertaining. Actually, no, I take that back. It's the kind of entertaining that you just can't fucking look away from. Like, did you ever see that one kid in class that picked his nose and just didn't give a fuck? Because you were at that weird age where people just didn't give a fuck. They either did or they didn't. This is him. He's the nose picker. He's hashtag nose picker and hashtag good beard. I don't know how. It's a very complex situation. Also, what the fuck happened to your eyebrow?
Okay, all that energy, use that for Nintendo, okay? I want all this energy to be focused on Nintendo because I want you to tell Nintendo to bring Mario to the PC and see what they tell you.
Hey, Nintendo, bring Mario to the PC.
That bullshit!
See, the thing about Nintendo is that, I mean, technically speaking, it's already on PC. Why should we really go out of our way to ask Nintendo to put their games on PC when we already emulate them? Now, hold on there. I'm actually a Switch owner. I have a Switch, have tons of games on the Switch, but I can't be fucked to play my Switch. I don't want to have to hold it in my hands. It's cool. I love the Switch. But if I'm not in the fucking mood to play the Switch, I'm not going to play the fucking Switch. You know what I mean? The Switch, occasionally, I like it. Occasionally, I'll take it somewhere and I might play it. And for that, it's pretty fucking cool. Honestly, if Nintendo tomorrow announced Mario Odyssey on PC, on Steam, Epic Games, whatever, that'd be a fucking win. Who the fuck would complain? I'd fucking buy it just to see the difference between the Switch version and the PC version. Just for shits and giggles, dude. You don't have to buy it. It's there if you want it. It's a fucking option. Oh, but that's right. Options are bad in these kinds of people's eyes. Can you imagine he walks into a GameStop, looks at all the fucking options, every single game on every single platform, doesn't know which console to buy, doesn't know which game to buy because there's just too many options. Like, dude, pick the one you want. Pick the console that you have more friends on. Wait a minute. Actually, I think I figured it out. I think Lucas just doesn't have enough friends. Listen, guys, this would be the one thing I think would be worth buying a PS4 for. Everyone should make a GoFundMe for a collective little group of gamers to buy a PS4, right? Just so they can add Lucas as a friend. Maybe that's all he fucking needs.
I find it interesting that all this energy is focused on PlayStation. Okay, we want to overlook Nintendo, but PlayStation, they're the ones that need to bring their IPs to the PC, Lucas. They're the ones.
Who the fuck is saying only Nintendo, dude? What is it with him, with only Nintendo? Dude, everyone bring over their games to PC. I don't give a shit who the fuck you are. It isn't fucking current gen consoles either. I want everything on the PC. From super old fucking gen consoles to now. PS5 games now. Cause why the fuck not? Why wouldn't PC gamers want a bigger library of games they can buy?
Miss me with that freaking nonsense. And secondly, accessibility. This is a 4-year-old game. What are you talking about accessibility? You had 4 years to get a copy of God of War, all right? Miss me with that nonsense.
What the fuck is the point of that argument? Yeah, God of War has been out for 4 years. So what if it's been accessible on PS4? Has it been accessible on Xbox or PC or Switch? Not that it could fucking run on the Switch, Jesus fucking Christ. But I mean, what the fuck is the point of this argument? If you want to buy it on PS4, buy it on PS4. If you want to buy it on PC, well, now you can. Honestly, no fucking joke, I bought a PS4. The only reason, I mean, I've wanted a PS4 for a while, but I never fucking bought one because it's like, I'm not going to just buy a PS4 to fucking play COD, which I already play on Xbox with my friends. And the only real reason I bought a PS4 was Spiderman. And that was only because it was a really good fucking deal on Christmas. Or Black Friday, I should say. I like a good fucking deal. A fucking PS4 Slim with Spider-Man bundled for only $200 back in like I want to say late 2018. That was a good fucking deal. And that's why I fucking got it. And on top of that, waiting so many years to buy a PS4 not only made it cheap, but also made games themselves cheap. I think I got God of War, I want to say a year or so after it came out from GameStop, brand new for like $16. I mean, I was growing a pretty nice little collection on PS4, even though Spider-Man's pretty much the only one I played and beat. I mean, I've played a little bit of Crash, Spyro, Spider Z because I got to play that on every single platform because why not? I have a problem. I honestly don't think I've ever paid more than like 25 to maybe 30 bucks for a PS4 game. I'm not even gonna fucking lie. I bought God of War and I never fucking launched it. Like I stuck it in the fucking PS4, I installed it or whatever, downloaded the updates, but I never fucking launched it. I know it's a great game. I want to play it, but sometimes you're just not in the fucking mood to play something so story heavily driven, you know what I mean? Not only that, but I just don't like aiming and doing shit with a controller anymore at this point. Spider-Man, honestly, great fucking game. I mean, it could have been better in some aspects, but good game. Loved it. Finished it. Bought the DLC. If it came out on PC today or tomorrow or a year ago, or the year after I fucking beat it, I'd fucking buy it again just to see what it's like on PC, because why not? But that's my fucking option. That's my choice. If you don't want to fucking buy it again, don't buy it. If you want to wait a year or 5 for that game to get ported to PC, fucking wait. If you don't, buy it wherever the fuck you want to buy it. This motherfucker's acting like we're holding them at gunpoint for 4 years straight, making them buy a PlayStation and every single fucking Sony IP. And then after the 4 years is up, we just walk away with a PC port.
And furthermore, God of War was released on the PS5 and the PS4.
Oh, the PS5. You mean the console that no one can fucking buy? Along with the Xbox Series X? But you act like just because it fucking got ported over to PS5, you have another option. It's almost not really an option if the fucking thing is impossible to fucking buy.
The same thing with Miles Morales, PS5 and the PS4. In many cases, these games were actually held back in order to make it accessible for those who can access a PS5.
I wonder what else has been held back just because people wanted to run it on a less powerful console. That's like every other fucking PC port that's ever happened, dude. It might not happen as much anymore. I don't know, it's a little hard to say. But Jesus fucking Christ, did it happen all the fucking time in the past.
And you want to tell me in these 4 years you couldn't access a PS4? That's what you want to tell me? Miss me with this nonsense, all right?
Hey guys, he said the line again. You know, the thing on his shirt that he's wearing?
It has nothing to do with accessibility because you guys had more than enough time to access a freaking PS4 to play God of War if that's what you really want to do.
But what if that's not what you really want to do? What if you just want to wait for it to maybe get ported to PC because you could care less? If you want to play God of War, great. If you don't, who gives a shit? Either way, no one fucking loses with more games on more platforms. Oh well, of course, other than the fanboys, because, you know, as we all know, their identity and entire life and meaning is tied to that fucking plastic box.
And you want to tell me these people were so anticipating, hey, I want to support the developers. Have you heard that nonsense?
Oh, Lucas, I want to support the developers. That's why.
No, if you wanted to support the developers, you would have gotten a PlayStation console. That's what you would have gotten. And then you would have then purchased God of War. Miss me with this crazy cuckoo, caca nonsense, this fluff coming out these mofos freaking their lard butts, okay? Have you ever seen a PC gamer? These guys are just the freaking dregs of society, of the gaming community. That's what these people are. So maybe they're right.
Oh no, guys. He's using the classic stereotypical PC gamer picture drawing thing. Like, first of all, no PC gamer in their right mind. Well, maybe some. I don't know. I've known some people that are pretty fucking disgusting. But I personally believe no fucking person in their right mind would put a fucking box of, like, you know, the food that comes in the box on top of the keyboard, man. Why are you doing that? Why? This pisses me off. Why would you put that on top of the keyboard? Why would you have all this shit around near your mouse space? Like, just everything. It just, get a little trash can. That's all you need. What the fuck is this guy taking a picture of? And why does he only have one monitor? This guy does not get the PC Master Race approval. And this guy has the sun shining through his fucking windows. Doesn't even have the blinds down. Unrealistic. Not PC Master Race approved.
Maybe getting God of War wasn't accessible to them because they can't get their large butts out of their house. Maybe they're right, okay? Maybe that is true. They couldn't access God of War, all right? Because that consists of walking.
Yeah, because it's not like you can buy a digital version of God of War on PS4, just like you can buy a digital version of God of War on PC.
Okay, that consists of some type of movement other than clicking and getting freaking chronic pain.
That's called carpal tunnel. And you can get it from fucking playing with a controller as well. You can get it from just doing shit with your hands regardless, like over and over certain patterns nonstop and like doing it the wrong way, like because certain nerves end up pinching or whatever. But I mean, it's more common nowadays, obviously, because of keyboards and mouses, controllers and phones. But yeah, no, according to this guy, PC gamers are the only people that can get carpal tunnel.
From your wrist doing this, okay? Because we all know that's the only movement these PC gamers do, is this and then this, and that's it.
I'm not even gonna argue that one, because true.
That's their life in a nutshell, okay? Now we have such ludicrous, okay, ideas floating in the ether talking about, hey, you wanna know what? All PlayStation IP should go to the PC. All PlayStations should have a PC release on day one.
Yep. Why not?
What? What?
Come on!
Mr. Garrison, haven't you figured it out? Timmy's retarded.
If that happens, you want to know what I want? I want a letter from Sony, okay? Dear amazing Lucas, okay? Dear PlayStation owner, dear PlayStation 5 owner, f*** you. Sincerely, PlayStation.
I mean, it's a little weird that you would want the amazing Lucas on. It kind of makes you sound full of yourself. But I mean, if Sony's not going to do it, fuck it. I'll fucking do it. You know, whatever the fuck helps this dude sleep better at night.
That's what I want, okay? I would like that in the mail, okay? That's not too much to ask. That's all I would need. Or an email. That is the dumbest thing I can possibly imagine. Because at that point, why would I even have a PS5, right? Why would I get the next console? Right? What? That doesn't make any sense to me. For what purpose? I would just get a PC.
Yeah, sure. If that happens, why not get a PC? It's almost like he's starting to get it, but he's not quite convinced that that should even be a remote possibility. Like what? PC gets it on day one? Abomination.
And we all know if it's on PC, it's eventually going to get pirated. We all know. We just have to wait for it to be cracked. So if you think, me spending $80 or whatever, or how much ever they want to charge, okay, $70, $80 depending on the edition that comes out, or me waiting, I don't know, maybe 2 to 3 days until it gets cracked and paying nothing, what do you think most people are going to do?
It's funny because I actually always thought the same thing when I was a lot younger and kind of a kid. Kind of makes sense now that me at a very young age and him now kind of have the same sort of mental capability. But yeah, no, you'd be surprised. People don't pirate games as much as you would think. Like the people that pirate a game is such a small minority. Most of them fucking buy shit. Why do you want to go out of your way to fucking deal with some shady ass site and then have to install this keygen and then an installer and then this shit and then you have to turn off your Wi-Fi and do blah 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 blah. Shit's a pain in the ass.
And miss me with
They support the developers. Support the...
people, okay? Miss me with that nonsense. People are about supporting their pockets, okay? The only people I notice who say this are kids living in their mom's basement, all right? Support the developers, they can support the developers. So it's not gonna help the developers because you also have to take into account pirating, which guess what? God of War is currently being pirated. Duh, congratulations, you played yourself. And then lastly, all these PC players, right? All these PC players talk like they have the top end, the top tier of PC desktops. They don't, okay? I don't know why people are talking about PC.
Even if you don't have top tier fucking hardware, super good PC or potato PC doesn't make a difference. You're still part of the fucking master race. PC master race, baby, all day, every day.
Most of these fools don't have a PC powerful enough to run God of War on Ultra, okay? Because that's the only reason that you would get it.
So run it on low. Who gives a shit? As long as you're fucking enjoying yourself, man, hats off to you.
Okay, it's as far as the graphics, the graphical comparison. And if you look at the graphics, yeah, there's a difference between the PS5 and the PC, but you're not gonna be able to experience it, okay? Because you don't have a 5,000 or 4,000 PC, you dummy. All these freaking mofos acting like they're all PC elitists. No, you're a PC pleb. You're a PC peasant, okay? Most of you don't even have a 3090 or anything close to that, all right?
If they're a PC pleb, then you're a console pleb.
Talking about, well, we need to release it on PC. Why? You're not gonna see any graphical difference on your monitor, okay?
Dude, some people don't even prefer a graphical difference. Some people prefer a much higher fucking frame rate. Once you see a high frame rate be smooth as butter, you just can't go back.
You're not. A very small percentage will, but it's not you. The majority won't. So we ain't talking about releasing it on PC. Why don't you make better choices with your money and just get a PS4, okay? That way you could have experienced this game 4 years early instead of waiting to have the same experience that most console players already had. We're on God of War 2, pimpin'. I bet you catch up.
Can't wait to play God of War 2 in 5 to 10 years on my 580, boys. It's going to be glorious. It's going to be great. Smooth frame rate, even higher graphical fidelity. And best of all, it's going to make Sony ponies oh so salty.
Lucas, what about PC? Lucas, accessibility. Lucas, you're a Sony fanboy. Lucas. Okay, yeah, sure. Yeah, sure. Go back to the click, jerk life.
And on that note, boys, I'm going to go back to the click, jerk life. Thanks for watching. Hope you did enjoy it. This motherfucker thinks that he can just be like, yeah, sure. Okay. When someone says you're a fucking idiot fanboy, like, is that all you've got? Like, sure. Okay. Like, just because you do that, you think the argument's fucking gone? This is fanboyism at its peak. Anyways, thanks for watching. Hope you did enjoy the video. Hope you enjoyed a little bit of the pony salt. I always love me some pony salt. Make sure to follow me on Twitch. I'm streaming pretty occasionally. Anyways, God of War is out on PC. Make sure to buy it if you want to buy it, or don't. Who gives a shit? And on that note, take it easy.